The 2012 Forbes Africa Person of the Year, Dr. James Mwangi, has been celebrated by Kenyans who voted for him to clinch the award.
We celebrate an amazing man. And I don't know whether this is God's hand, perhaps it is, because for some very strange reason, this is the eve where we celebrate 50 years of our independence. And now, you have become the face of the African story. And many of you sitting here in this room remember when that was a contention. Who will tell the African story?
Speaking at a dinner hosted in his honor, Dr. Mwangi said the world was changing fast and called upon the older generation to support the youth in the implementation of their creative ideas.
Don't shy away from being a great entrepreneur. If you have a great idea will attract money. Africa is going to be transformed by business ideas that are executed.
Dr. Mwangi emerged the winner ahead of a competitive field of 5 nominees to win the award that reaffirms the incredibility of the Equity Bank business model that is now a case study in university business schools across the world.
It's time for the young generation because the world has moved faster than we can be able to cope with. The ideas must be consistent with the environment and the ecosystem within which the world is today.
He thanked Kenyans for campaigning and voting for him to garner 60% of the total votes cast online.
I realized how humbling it is, and for once I really appreciated the reason why I wake up every day.
Guests turned out in their numbers to celebrate the victory and congratulate Dr. Mwangi for the deserved acknowledgement.
I voted for him and I mobilized KU to vote for him. I mobilized staff members, students. We did that because we believe in what James does, his hard work, his vision for the country, and we wanted Kenya to win.
I've watched him at the micro level. I've watched how he does it, and it's impressive. You know, if you think it's impressive, you know, on a day like this, and from afar he's getting awards, actually sitting next to him and watching him do it at a micro level on a day-to-day basis, and the passion he has for this country, because he has a passion for this country. And everything he touches, he doesn't do anything small. And for Vision 2030, a chairman who doesn't do anything small is important, because one of the things I hope that we all learn from James Mwangi is we can do big things. Whether it is Wings to Fly or the SME entrepreneurship thing he's been doing, equity itself, Vision 2030, he doesn't touch anything that is small. He does big things, and I think that's the best lesson we can learn from this gentleman.
Young people are the ardent fans of the Equity Bank CEO and rallied their peers to vote for Dr. Mwangi through mainstream media and the virulent social media.
For the last 1 year in the UK, we've been hearing stories of Adaboli, an African banker. Yet, just before the year ended, Dr. James Mwangi came in with the face of the real African banker, a success story for us to read about Africa, know that it can happen in Africa. Part of the reason why we voted for him, because it's a story that we want to read about Africa to impact generations.
I had interviewed James for a documentary piece I was working on about maybe 2 months before this whole, the Entrepreneur of the Year award, and before this came out. And when I asked him why he does this, why does he continue to do this? He said, because if he doesn't do it, who will? And that the future of this country is highly dependent on the next generation of leaders. And if he's going to leave one thing on this planet, is to say that he helped shape that future by giving them what they needed. That was a profound statement for me. And the minute that this came out, we were pushing and rallying people. And it's such an honor that you won it, not just for here and now and what we're celebrating, but for all those kids in the Wings to Fly program who 20 years from now are going to understand the value of what you have given them.
Joyce Banda, James Mwangi.
Dr. Mwangi received the Forbes Africa Person of the Year award at a colorful ceremony held in Lagos, Nigeria. He emerged winner ahead of 2 Nigerians, Aliko Dangote and Tony Alumelu, the President of Malawi, Joyce Banda, and South Africa's Stephen Saad.
Dr. Mwangi has illustrated how a small idea can completely revolutionize an industry. Equity Bank has been pivotal in banking the unbanked. the poorly banked, and growing the financial services industry, locally and in the region, while shaping policies in the continent and globally. Dr. Mwangi, Forbes Africa has dedicated this evening to celebrate your success and recent achievements. You are an inspiration not only to us, but to the entire world. You're an exemplary figure of Africa's most prized resource, its people.
The Forbes Person of the Year Award recognizes the individual that has made a significant impact in business through economic growth by creating employment and spearheading innovation in the continent.
Dr. James Mwangi, Forbes Africa Person of the Year 2012, is just one such a person. An ordinary Kenyan who make us proud to be African and who inspire us to dream big. We thank you and salute you, Dr. Mwangi, for your vision and for setting the bar pretty high for the rest of us.